Yo guys, so been quite slow on Bridge Western recently since the update, but I thought today would probably be a good day to make a ranking video talking about, in my opinion, the top 5 stands in this game right now. This is all subjective, so if you have differing opinions of what stands should be in the top 5, please, I implore you, let me know down below. We can debate it out. Why not? I've got another Bridger video coming up very soon, and I think you'll like it because I go on a new account and try to get back to where I am pretty much on this account currently with King Crimson and all that. But without further ado, let's just get straight into the ranking, eh? Before we get into that, I'm trying to become the best ear mixer around, and I need your help to do so. A like, comment, subscribe to the channel would help out tremendously. Let's get into the video. Firstly, I wanted to go over honourable mentions because I feel like these stands are so good, but just not good enough to hit my top 5. So, for the first honourable mention I've got here, I have written down Stone Free. And this was only just added in with update 1. Obviously, Stone Free being Jolene's stand, it has a lot of damage, to be honest. I was surprised at how much damage it actually does. It can do like 60 to 70% of someone's health with just that one stone swing ability, which is actually really crazy, to be fair. You have a self-heal, a decent barrage cell, and also another thing with Stone Free, because you can swing with the stand, you have crazy synergy with the Wingman tarot card, which just makes the damage even crazier, to be honest. And I honestly felt it had to at least make it into my honorable mentions, and that's how good it is. Because bear in mind, it came out like a few days ago, and it's already made this much of an impression. So next, for our next stand in honorable mentions, I have Akuin's stand, Paraffin Green. And honestly, like Purple Haze, which is also another stand I've got in this list, it's remote controlled. Firstly, you have like a crazy one-shot ability if you land your barrage. I forget what he calls it actually in the show, but you can actually one-shot with it. Honestly, it's also, I'd actually have it higher, but I feel like obviously the stands ahead of it are just crazy, to be honest. They are just the best in the game, obviously. But next, obviously, as I mentioned earlier, we have Purple Haze in honorable mentions. I think it deserved its mention. Also remote controlled like Paraffin Green. Its poison does so, honestly, it shocked me. I've been hit by that poison before, and wow, it does a lot of damage, bro. And obviously, with it being remote controlled, you can just post up somewhere in a tree or something, drop your stand down, and just cause chaos with it, bro. And if you're doing 2v1s or something, teaming on people, that's a great stand to have. You can help your friend out being ages away. Next up, we have White Snake. Also another stand that got added in recently with the update. Although unlike Stone Free, White Snake has been in since the game's launched. With White Snake, it only just added in publicly for everyone. It used to be an admin spec, a dev spec stand. So it was a bit more broken than it is currently, where you could actually steal stands before with it, but now you can't, because it'd be very annoying if it was actually lore accurate White Snake. But with White Snake, obviously you have that G move you can do, where you invert people's controls. Any game that has an ability where you can invert controls is crazy, to be honest. I don't know if any of you guys have ever played Star Wars Battlefront 2, but if you played that, you remember how good Rey was, just because she could invert your controls while you're playing. You can also, on top of all of that, you can also pilot your stand as well, like Purple Haze and Paraffin Green. So it's just, in my opinion, a very good stand, worthy of being in the honourable mentions. But for our last stand in honourable mentions, I have D4C. And some of you may be shocked that it didn't make the top 5, but I can explain why. I feel like on its own, damage you can output with D4C compared to the stands in the top 5 is not as crazy in my opinion. But D4C, the utility you can bring with D4C is unbelievable to me personally. Obviously, you have the teleport where if you're very low health, you can quickly just get out of combat, heal up to full, back in combat. Insane. You can bring people into your pocket dimension and then kill them in there if you want to. So if you're in a 2v1 situation, you can bring one person into that pocket dimension, fight them there, beat them there, heal up to full, get back and fight the other guy. Very, very good in that regard. You have attract chop as well, so if you are trash like me, where it's like, damn, that's kind of crazy, I'm just trash, I can't hit my abilities, you have free damage pretty much because it just attracts it for you. You also have shadow clones pretty much with D4C, so you have crazy bamboozle potential. Like, you could go one way, send the clone that way, reposition, and then get the person who's going after your clone thinking it's you. And even if you get low health, you can swap with a clone, so you're back to full, albeit with lower health, but again, it's just crazy bamboozle potential. That pretty much caps it for all of the stands in honourable mentions, which then leads us to the top 5. At number 5, and honestly, a lot of the stands in this list, except number 1, are very interchangeable. Except number 1. And number 1 is the best stand in the game. But for number 5, personally, I've got Tusk, Act 1 through to 3. Act 1 for Tusk is pretty mid. It's standard damage like any other stand. Where Tusk earns its position in number 5 is through Act 2 and 3, where you have the sniper mode, where you can pretty much just one-shot people if they are stood still with the golden rotation. You can disable limbs with it as well, so it's more of a benefit to you in a fight anyway. And obviously with Act 3 it just doubles it, so it just makes it very easy to finish people off with Tusk Act 3 and 2, and it's a crazy stand, man. And that's not even to talk about when it gets Act 4. When Tusk gets Act 4, it's probably over for everyone in this game. I think it would rival Golden Experience Requiem, but it remains to be seen. For the number 4, for the 4th stand, which is my own stand, that being King Crimson. Now, for King Crimson, gotta say, as bad as I am with the stand, King Crimson is a very good stand. But it is also very predictable. I think it's probably, except the time stop stands, I would say it's probably the most predictable stand in the game for gameplay. But I think it depends on how creative you are with the stand, and obviously with that it'll scale with how good you are with it. Getting on to King Crimson's abilities, we have time and ratio, which to me is easily a top 3 ability in the game, due to the amount of things you can do with it when paired with a card like Secret Maneuver, for example. You get 40% water success problem. What was I saying earlier about golden ratio? That guy damn near one-hit me as well. What was I even saying? I got interrupted by that guy. But yeah, with King Crimson, I feel like when it's paired with the Secret Maneuver, where if you're below 40% health, I believe it is, you just get a speed buff where you can just run away. And when you do that in time ratio, you just get like 3 times speed. You can go crazy. You can probably go to London, to New York in a time of that time ratio of how fast you are going. I would say the donut and the chop are very good combos you can do. It does like 70 to 80% of your health if you get hit by it. The barrage, I would say for King Crimson, is quite mid because it doesn't stun like Star Platinum in the world, but it's still alright to have. It's another useful ability. Etipath is good, but I'd say obviously the ability to dodge an ability once or a gunshot or anything is very good, but it goes on such a long cooldown that you'll never, I forget I even have it, to be honest. It's a tool I forget a lot that I have when I'm using King Crimson. But overall, I think it being the 4th best stand in the game, in my opinion, that's where I'd rank it, purely because I feel like it'd be higher, but it's very predictable. But for 3rd and 2nd, I have them, I would say they're quite disjoint. 3rd, 2nd, whatever it is, they're very interchangeable, that being the World and Star Platinum. Both have insane barrages, the World having the longest time stop in the game. You have 100% combos you can do in the time stop, which are just nuts. You can also use your knives in the time stop with the World. And obviously the World compared to the World Alternate Universe, I think the World is a much better stand than Alternate Universe version, obviously, because Dio is much stronger than Diego. But with Star Platinum, I'm not going to include the normal version of Star Platinum, because if you have Star Platinum, you're trying to evolve it to become Star Platinum in the World, which is where you want it to be. I have the World 3rd and Star Platinum in the World 2nd, just because I feel like Star Platinum in the World offers you a bit more than the World itself. But as I said earlier, its position is entirely subjective. It can be 3rd or 2nd, whichever you probably want it. And that leaves us with just number 1, the best stand in the game, and I think you can guess what I'm about to say. And it's obviously Golden Experience Requiem. Although it isn't actually in the game currently, so technically, on a technicality, the World and Star Platinum the World are the best stands in the game right now, in my opinion. Golden Experience Requiem is that good it got removed from the game to get reworked. I'd imagine they'd make it easy to get but tone down its damage it does, because that stand is crazy. It can one-hit someone on a normal barrage. If you land your barrage with Golden Experience Requiem, you are one-hitting that person. You can heal. You obviously have return to 0, so you're immune to time stops. I'd imagine you're immune to time erasure as well. I think you can cancel it, but I'm not too sure. I never owned Golden Experience Requiem. I would love actually to do this again once Tusk is out, because I'm really curious to see how Tusk would stack up against Golden Experience Requiem. That would be a very good battle to see. But yeah, obviously Golden Experience Requiem is the best stand in this game. By far. One ability can one-shot you. One ability can stop you from doing anything you want to do to that person. And obviously if you pair it with, what's it called, free runner, where you get a slide. You can slide into a barrage, that's a 100% combo. For free, pretty much. So I mean, what can I say to Golden Experience Requiem? It is just that good. It's that good, it's not in the game anymore. That's how good it is. But that is pretty much my ranking. So at number 5 I had Tusk, number 4 King Crimson, number 3 the World, number 2 Star Platinum the World, and number 1 above all Golden Experience Requiem. So if you enjoyed my ranking, if you enjoyed my yapping, let me know down below. A like, comment, subscribe helps out tremendously in this channel. There will be a Bridge of Western video where I start from nothing and work my way up back to tier 3, get myself a stand, some guns, just PvP people. But yeah, peace guys.